Thanks for reminding me. I'll pay you back after I get my package. Yeah, my bad. I can't really pay you until then. I'm still broke. Motherfucker. Then I'm basically doing it for money, like a job. Why do you need the package first? Is there money in the package? Is this like transporter? I have to transport the package. Ask no questions. Just do it. Then get my pay, as I'm due. Nah. I'm seriously dumbfounded. Why can't you get it? Because I'm going to remodel my room today into a war room. As the days go by, I realise more and more how dangerous feminism is. It really is everywhere, even in places like our own. You can't tell how far up it goes. When the war begins, if we haven't transcended the concept of nations to fight for our genders, it will be chaos. Chaos, I tell you! No one will know who will take what side, and war against feminism wouldn't just mean World War III, but the end of all life on Earth as we know it. If we lose, all our supple Japanese women will be raped and I just laughed at the wrong part there. It's kind of awkward. Enslaved by a bunch of sociopathic lesbian supremacists. Yeah. Yep. No, that's... yeah. Meanwhile, the handful of men that didn't die in the war will be castrated and forced to repair toilets and build massive monuments commemorating the feminist victory. That's crazy. You're crazy. I think you're overthinking this. As the days go by, I realise more and more that you are not ballin'. But ballin'? Yeah. I've only talked like 4 times. Oh, sorry. Yeah, whatever. I'll get your package. Awesome. I swear he doesn't remember any of the conversation we ever had. Apart from like the important part. Like getting his package. I close the door and jump right back into bed. The second my head hits the pillow, a painfully loud ringing assaults my ears and I realise it's my clock. The alarm going off means that right now is the time I'm supposed to wake up in the first place. Shut the fuck up, alarm! On weekdays at least. Oh my god. I pick it up and throw it without looking up. It gets wedged between the bed and the wall. The noise not stopping, in fact it seems to grow louder. I hate that. When alarms, you know, you think, oh, you just wake up. Loud beeping just to the side of you because that's where you put your phone or wherever your alarm is. Beep beep, beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. You think, oh, I can sleep through this, you know. This isn't too bad, you know. After a minute, it gets a little bit louder. Beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. You know, you think, shit, I should really turn this off, you know. This is getting kind of annoying, but if I move right now, you know, I'm gonna feel the cold part of the sheet that I haven't been sleeping on for a while, and then that's gonna sort of jolt me and wake me up, and then I'm gonna, you know, lose the rest of my sleep that I could potentially be having right now. So another minute goes by, it gets really loud. Beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. Imagine if your alarm actually just said beep beep. That would be fucking weird. And now you're just thinking, well, shit, I might as well just... And before you get to finish your sentence, beep beep! Beep beep! Beep! Sorry, I probably just hurt your ears. But it's true. It all happens. By the time I'm able to pry it out of there, I know I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep. See? See? The only thing I can think of doing now is going into town and just getting Kenji's stupid package, but it's too early for that. After showering, I take my medication. I'm actually very hungry today since I went without dinner yesterday, and before that I just ate a very light lunch. You eat the pills? Chomping on them like a leg of lamb. They are unbelievably bitter and disgusting. That's why you do not eat pills. You swallow pills. Well, good medicine tastes bad, or something like that. I'm still hungry and there's still a lot of time to kill, so I decide to go into town and find somewhere to have breakfast. What? Hold on, Hisao. What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, why did you eat those pills? You swallow pills with water, or at least some form of liquid. Like I'm doing so right now. Swallowing liquid. In fact, tropical punch. I can't remember the last time I ate out. Besides, the weather is nice, so why not? You could eat Misha out? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's... Why did you say that, Panda? Why? The walk into town was longer than I remember, possibly because it's been a while and probably because I rarely come here alone. There are barely any cars on the road because it's so early in the morning, making it unusually quiet. You know what I remember last time I saw this sort of scene? A car down here, a black car. I believe it was a Mitsubishi Evo from memory. I believe the owner of that particular car was one Akira Satao, and there was a passenger, a Lily Satao, and they were fucking off to Scotland to leave me on my ass alone. So fuck 'em. We're going after Shizune now. Hopefully she won't leave for Scotland. Just kidding, she didn't actually. Actually, I won't say that because some of you might not have actually played Lily's thing yet, and I'm just gonna shut up. The first thing I do is start looking for a place to eat. Immediately, I think of the Shanghai, but I want something more substantial than sandwiches or cake. You could have Yuko. Since it's so early, though, I decide to get Kenji's package first. Picking it up at the post office doesn't take very long, but the moment I see it, I'm enraged about what a pain in the ass it will be to carry this thing all the way back to the school. Maybe you should have got it last, because now you're going to have to carry it all around town looking for a place to eat, then go back to school and give Kenji the package. The box is huge. You need 2 hands to hold it. Insultingly, it's not even very heavy. I was thinking of wandering around for a little while, but with this thing in tow, that's going to be a real problem. I guess the Shanghai is my only option now. I fucking told you, Hisao. You should listen to me more often. Everything else is closed, and the ones that aren't all... Oh, wait, what? And the ones that aren't all have about the same menu. The fact also makes me want to throw some more business Yuko's way. Most important meal of the day, serving it up Yuko's way. Before I can even open the door and enter, someone taps me on the shoulder from behind. I turn around and see Shizune there. Hey! Shizune! Instinctively, I look for Misha, but she doesn't seem to be here. Oh, you could do some sign language. Good what? Hey! This is cool. We get like the whole... I can understand it now. That's fucking cool. Looks like those sign language classes are already starting to pay off. I'm tempted to sign it right back, but then she might think I know a lot more than I actually do. Actually, that's a good point. That's a valid point. But this is cool. We get to understand what she's saying. For now, I just give her a wave and open the door. She's probably here for her morning tea and didn't come here just to greet me. It turns out I'm right, as Shizune follows me inside the tea house. It's a total ghost town in here. It's not exactly peak hours, but every other cafe I passed had at least a few customers. Maybe no one likes Yuko. That's a sad, sad fact for Yuko. Actually, the Shanghai has been fairly empty every time I pass by. How does this place stay in business? Hey, Yuko. I'm not being mean or saying bad things about you behind your back. I love you. Hello, thank you for choosing to patronize our establishment. Oh, now she's freaking out. Yuko bows with the force of a falling axe and her head collides with the box in my hands, launching it towards the floor. No! As it slowly flies out of my hands in slow motion and onto the floor, I scream in an agonizing no, and just as I grab it, I knock Yuko over. She falls flat on her ass. Shizune goes to pick her up and I swing my feet around. Shizune falls on the floor. They're both falling on the floor. I'm still on the floor picking up the package and it's all gone to shit. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Sorry, please forgive me. It's okay, you don't have to do that. Hello, thanks for choosing our shop thing since we know you. But it's part of my job. You're here early, what can I get you? I just want some coffee for now. I wonder what what Shizune wants. Without Misha, there's no real way to tell, or any way to even... I haven't learned about that yet. She's here, so I'm pretty sure that means she wants something too. Or maybe you could translate for Shizune, and without like Shizune actually finding out, like do it secretly sort of thing, like shit. Actually, what you could do is you could get a notepad and say, wait till Shizune has signed what she wants to Yuko, find out what she wants, get a notepad, write down to Shizune saying I'll order for you, then tell Yuko what she wants, and then bam, she'll be like, fucking how did you know what I wanted? I love you, Hisao. I don't really know what Shizune wants. Does she have the usual? Wait, she might want something else though. Perhaps you should bring us a menu just in case. Look, that's a genius plan. He should do that. He should really do that. Sorry, I really like this song. I look around for one, but I can't find anything that looks remotely like a menu. Menus. I'll look for one right now. Huh? Huh? There are menus. They're just rare. It's only a restaurant menu, not a collector's edition. Weird. Damn, we can't understand Shizune. Damn it. Is that what Shizune is saying? No, she can't. No, she can't hear you. It's just weird for a cafe to make you have to go out of your way to look for a menu. Weird? Yes, you're right. It's so illogical. There are so many things, like, why is it called the Shanghai? This is a Western style tea house, but the name is Chinese, and the architecture is old fashioned, but my uniform is so modern and sophisticated. You just went on like a completely random tangent there, Yuko. I wasn't really, asking for that sort of information, but hey, go for it. She looks like she's about to pass out. If she does, she'll probably fall forward and make a mess of everything. Oh god, Yuko, just calm down. I can't work here anymore. Wait, what? What a bad place for her circular train of logic to end up. Nah, come on, that kind of stuff is what sets this place apart. There are a lot of cafes around here, I think it's charming, really. Please don't quit, business is good here, isn't it? Well, I guess. Not really. Wow, don't be such a negative Nancy. See, I think there is a good job for you. It suits you. You shouldn't quit. I've never had to defuse this kind of crisis before. Whatever you do, don't cut the red wire. Eventually I managed to calm her down and convince her that I'm sure Shizune just wants what she usually orders here. The tea that people died for, right? Yuko walks away to get our drinks, and by then Shizune has already picked a table. There are no other customers, and Yuko isn't the most talkative person, so it's very quiet. It doesn't really bother me, but I wish that there was some way we could communicate. There are so few moments when we're alone. Shizune and Misha are almost always together, to the point where sometimes it seems like they are one. Now, it's just me and her. I'm unable to understand her or have her understand me. It's terrible. Well, you understood her say good morning. But that's about it. That's about where our knowledge of sign language ends. Sorry. You don't have your little notepad today? I know it's the weekend and all, but it's not like you to be unprepared. Hey, she gets a notepad out of her bag. Well, that's fine. I don't really like using it anyway. Still, it would come in handy now. Why don't you bring one, Hisao? Don't always rely on the woman to have everything in her back pocket for you. Shizune starts signing in short bursts, punctuated by her stopping to take a sip of her tea. It's strange how she doesn't make the slightest attempt to change how she normally acts. I think it's a very confident feature of her. I'm talking to her for the most part because I'm not used to long silences. I briefly wonder if it's the same for her in a way. However, it seems unlikely. I think it's more that she is the type who doesn't change how she acts for anyone. Hey, it seems like Misha joined the student council because of you. That makes two of us, I'm only there because you forced me into it. Well, not really forced, I guess. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have joined. That sounds slightly romantic. That is kind of romantic. And I find myself blushing a little. I feel like such an idiot. Oh, she's gonna notice and be like, Although, I still don't know why you joined. It should have been the first thing I asked. In retrospect, but I'm really curious. I'll have to remember to ask Misha sometime. It's nice to talk to you, even if you can't understand me. I wonder if it's the same for you. That would be really great. I don't think sign language will ever be as natural for me as Misha makes it look, but it's got to be a step up from using pen and paper, right? We've both been finished with our drinks for a while, and Shizune's eyes fall upon the box sitting in its own chair by my side. Oh, I wonder if she, like, gets really curious about it, and she wants to open it, and so we open it, and it turns out to be, like, how to kill a feminist agenda 101 for Kenji. She'll freak the hell out and run away. I'm just picking it up for someone, it's not mine. Shizune pulls it closer to her, intending to open it, and my heart almost leaps out of my throat. I quickly try to pull it back by wrapping my leg around the leg of the chair. Don't you fucking dare. What the hell? Don't open it. You can't just open other people's mails. That's not legal. Oh, she's pissed. No! Oi! I said no! Once she gets going, there is almost no stopping her. Eyes filled with excitement. So she's gonna fucking kill me, not excitement. That's ready to fight me over this stupid package, and I realise just how fast this could turn into a game of tug of war. I'm almost out of my seat now and waving my arms like an air traffic controller before she finally settles down. She's getting up. Don't you leave! Shizune pouts, not pleased with having her curiosity checked, and gets up to leave. No! Shizune, what are you doing? It's about time to, I guess. We've been here a while. I protectively pick up the box before standing up myself. Suddenly, she tenses her fingers excitedly and pulls out a marker from her pocket and starts writing it on Kenji's box. Hey, what are you doing? I said this isn't mine. She doesn't know that. Hey! I can't even see her without it blocking my vision. Fine, at least let me put it down first. Oh god, if this is for Kenji, it's gonna be... Oh god, this is all gonna go to shit. I have to read whatever she's writing anyway. I'll help you carry it. Oh. That's cute, even though I know that she's just going to use that ploy as a way to open it. It doesn't seem like she's finished though, and Shizune draws a fierce line afterwards to signify that there's a catch. I knew it. But, it's a game. The first one to stumble loses, and the loser has to carry it the rest of the way by themselves. You should just push her and make her stumble, which means she has to carry it for the rest of the day. That's stupid. There's a 50% chance I'll end up carrying it myself anyway. Actually, I feel pretty stupid myself right now. I just forgot she can't hear me. I stopped talking and shake my head. Yeah, you have no choice but to agree with whatever she does. That's horrible. Oh, what's she saying now? I can't understand her at all, but she's coming across very forcefully. It's clear that she thinks this is a great idea. Well, if she drops the box or something, she'll have to carry it. That would make things a lot easier for me, obviously. The odds are 50-50, then. They're probably higher than they would be for any other plans of hers. Alright, I'll take it. Thinking about it, I'm not sure how we should do this. Then Shizune grabs one end of the box and lifts it up, and I take the side that she isn't holding. That seems like a pretty logical way of carrying a box. Is this even right? It's very uncomfortable to walk like this. Buddy, I have to do this all day at work, at my work. Don't you complain about one little box. We leave the cafe and I find myself hoping that the streets are still devoid of people. Hugo seemed confused as to what we were doing, and I imagine it'll only get worse as more people see us. Shizune doesn't seem bothered at all while walking with her arm at this unnatural angle. She just grins confidently and periodically makes some kind of weird gesture. There are people staring at us as time passes, as the usual morning crowd begins to fill the streets. I feel silly, but I'm sure that if I give up, Shizune will take it as a sign of surrender. I can't allow that, because I think I'm doing well so far. Initially, I just write Shizune's little hand signals off as her preemptively gloating, but I catch on quickly that she's actually signalling where she wants to go. It dawns on me that this isn't a competition, it's not much of a challenge, first of all, and second, It's really more of an exercise in teamwork. It's just that Shizune has made a punishment for failing instead of a reward for doing well. Oh, she's blushing. Her fingers touch under the box. Oh, and Shizune moves her hand away. Oh, almost dropping her side of the box in process. Well, that's the game over for her. She doesn't look very happy. Does she think I did it on purpose to make her lose? If she does, she isn't making a big deal out of it. All's fair in love and war. Oh, yep, now she thinks you did it on purpose. I feel like I should take it from her and carry it myself, but she pushes me away when I try. She glares at me as if to tell me off, but she can't. With that box in her hands, she's basically gagged. A sad expression flickers around her face for a second, maybe on realising that and having to acknowledge that there are some limitations she has to deal with after all. However, she is still as prideful as ever, even when it's to her detriment. Jesus Christ. She wouldn't accept letting me allow her to skip out on the consequences of her bet. Anything is fair during the game, but the results have to be honoured to the letter. Huh? Shizune is an interesting type of person. Indeed she is, my good friend.